Hello, hello. My name is Linda, also known as Tortajala around the internet, and I love creative journaling and all things stationery. In this video, I wanted to show you all the Hobonichi covers that I have acquired over the years. I actually started using Hobonichi in 2021, and it has been on and off depending on what techos I have used, but the covers have always piqued my interest, and I have to admit it's hard to resist their superb marketing every single year when they show the previews during the month of August. So I thought it would be a good opportunity for me to review my collection. So, jumping to the past, the very first covers I ever bought were direct from Hobonichi, and they were the Color series. They are the simple nylon covers in solid colors with the signature double butterfly pen loops. Hobonichi releases basically different color combinations in this series every single year. And I do have an unboxing of my 2021 haul from that first year, so I'll link it down below. But I basically bought an A6 English planner for daily journaling and a notebook for sketchbook drawing. So I bought two covers to hold those two books. The Summer Lemon cover you see on the left here, and the Dreamy Pink cover you see on the right. I was basically being very practical. I thought that the solid colors would be the most versatile so that you could decorate with stickers or a postcard by just slipping artwork underneath the plastic cover and cover for decoration. So that was the idea, that I would reuse the covers. Now, the reason I am showing you this screenshot is because I have since sold both of these A6 covers. My taste in colors have definitely changed over time, and I think I'm getting pickier with the covers that I keep. So the Summer Lemon cover, it was a very pretty bright yellow, but I soon didn't like the inside blue color as much. And the Dreamy Pink cover is a really lovely light pink color, but maybe too light in real life. And the inside I thought was more lavender, but it really was more blue leaning. So ultimately, I let both of those A6 covers go. And in the meantime, I definitely explored other books, and that meant that I also explored other leather covers and other brands out there. However, in 2023, uh, I decided to go back into Hobonichi and try the Hobonichi cousin. And so that was the year that you actually had to buy the cover and book together. They were sets. And so I purchased on the left side here the A5 Hedelmapal Mapu, I think that's how you pronounce it, cover. It is by the artist Eri Shimatsuka. So right now I have my Stalogy stationery journal in here, but originally when I bought it, I used this cover with the Hobonichi cousin. And I just really love the artwork. The bookmarks were really thick leather, and my daughter actually pulled them off, so that's why I cut it off. But the cover itself is like textile, cloth, and it just has this really pretty artwork on it. It is like this creamy white color, so you do have to be careful. And I think that over the years, maybe some yellowing can happen to it, but I really, really like fabric and natural fibers. And so this is definitely one of my favorite covers and something that I think I would always keep. The colors, the artwork, everything is just up my alley. And from the 2023 lineup, I also bought this Malia Kent Mauve Tweed A6 Zip Planner. And I did not buy this during the release. I bought this after the fact, sort of like at the end of the season when it went on sale, because these covers are definitely sort of like the more luxury ones in the Hobonichi line, and they cost a lot. But when it was still available and it was on sale, I sort of jumped on it because I just kept looking at this mauve tweed lineup. I just love the fabric. And so you can tell that I definitely have a style. Also, purple is one of my favorite colors, so it was hard to pass up when it was discounted. And so I took the plunge, and I really do love this zip cover. I also have a video comparing some of the Hobonichi zip covers, so you can check out that video if you're interested. I will link it down below. So those are the two covers I have from the 2023 Hobonichi lineup. Then we get into 2024, which I have acquired many of the covers from this year. Um, if I'm correct, anyways. I hope that I'm correct with the launch years. But basically, this year I bought another colors cover. So right now I have my ink journal in here, and I do think that the color of this is more to my taste in terms of being a bright pink and a bright yellow. So that is why I picked this one up. It's called Candy Floss in the A5 size. And I think that it is a nice cover to use for like ink journals or something that you think would get dirty because they are washable. And then I got this Liberty Fabrics Hollyhocks A5 design, and I did buy this after the fact when, again, I saw it on sale, and so I picked it up. And to be honest, I was first a bit disappointed with this cover. I do love the inside sage green color, but the fabric itself, I mean, it literally is the like Liberty Fabrics very thin fabric that is on the cover here. And it's very muted. So the pictures that you see in the marketing photos online make it seem like it's so much more bright, but it actually is very, very muted. So you sort of have to get used to that. And I think that's why it's so helpful to see these things in real life before you actually buy them because the marketing photos are not always correct. This is the Laurent Gering Twinkle Tweed A6 cover. I actually wanted the A5 version, but I could only find it in the A6 version after the fact. I believe I bought this not in 2024, but like in 2025. Um, I love this cover, and again, I obviously have a thing for fabrics and for tweed, and so I think that this is just beautiful. And the inside is real leather, so it's definitely very high quality, and again, one of the more expensive covers from Hobonichi. The problem with this cover is that it is so thick by default because of the leather and the tweed fabric that when you put a regular techo in it, like unused, it already looks too full. So I have a hard time like using it because I don't want to mess it up or dirty it, and it barely fits my journals because I really chunk up my journals. So yeah, it's one of those where like I don't regret it because it's beautiful, but I need to figure out how to use it. Now, moving on to the 2025 lineup, this is the A6 Himitsu Stranger cover. It's a collaboration between a musician and an artist. Masamune Kusano is the main singer and guitarist of a famous Japanese rock band Spitz, and Junaida is a painter and illustrator. So basically, Himitsu Stranger is like a poetry song art book they created together. So the artwork on the cover of the book is what they used for this Hobonichi cover. And I also do have the art book as well. I ordered it from Japan to order to enjoy the illustrations. And I also got the Hobonichi Weeks from the same collection, by the way. It has like other artwork on it. But suffice to say, I really like these illustrations and the art style. It's just very cool and sort of like spooky but cute, very inspiring to me. And so I have a doodle notebook in here. And yeah, it's just one of those like inspirational A6 notebooks for me for the purposes of drawing and learning more about art styles and things like that. I know that the inside, like bright yellow color, might be a bit much for some people, but I really like it. It's like very in your face. Now, from the same year, I believe Hobonichi introduced these plastic covers. They are called Aletone, and this one is the green A6 size, and it's sort of like a glorified cover on cover in a trifold style with like a button closure. So you can see I've chunked up the notebook so much that I can't even close this anymore, but I think it's like a really affordable, like nice and practical kind of cover if you are okay with using like plastic, because it pretty much just protects your notebook with that plastic, but it does have like pockets and it's very roomy. You can see I've chunked up my notebook so much, but if you had like a regular techo in it, there's lots of room to put a lot of other elements and things in it. Moving forward, I am sort of not sure what year these covers are from, maybe 2024, 2025, but I bought these both from D-Stashes. So they were used, but they were much more affordable than the retail price. And that was sort of like probably the only way I would have gotten these covers. Otherwise, I wouldn't have paid for them. But this one is the A5 Mina Perhonen Ohio in gray. It is a 5-year Techo cover. So you can see the inside is different in terms of not having pockets. It's really meant just to put your notebook in. And it only has one pen loop, not the butterfly one. But because it's for a 5-year, it is much roomier. So it fits my A5 journal for memory keeping this year. Again, it is textile, 100% linen fabric with pink embroidered flowers. And this guy here is the taut zipped cafe au lait plaid cover, A6 size. They also have it in an A5. I've mentioned before that Hobonichi makes normal zipped covers as well as this taut one. So the normal one is much more roomy and bigger footprint, has lots of pockets inside. The taut version is much smaller, much tighter. It is meant to be minimal for people who want a zip cover, but they don't need the extra room. Like it's probably for people who just primarily write in their planners, because I don't think you can really chunk it up much. It gets full pretty quick. But I do love this cover. I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels. There's leather inside. It is compact. But yeah, I just really, really like it. The fabric is from an Italian company, Bonotto. Finally, we have my latest purchase, which is the Too Light Garden of Botany A5 size cover. I love the florals, and because I'm doing a whole year of birthday flowers illustrated for my pattern papers in my Kofi, this just sort of fit perfectly. And again, it is also tweed fabric, but there are the flowers like printed on top. So those are the Hobonichi covers I own, and it's obvious that I like fabrics, right? I like tweeds, I like the tactile feel, and it's something that I really, really enjoy in covers. And I think that I'm moving away from plastic. I'm also moving away even just from the cover on covers. I know that they protect them, but they're just less appealing to me when it comes to like touching, you know what I mean? So even at the risk of getting your covers dirty, I more so just want to use the covers as is. And I think I'm getting better at just using the items because hoarding them isn't doing me any good, so I just need to go for it. And I made this video after seeing Anna Jolene's Hobonichi cover video, and I thought, I should review my own covers because we are in August right now, and seeing the new Hobonichi previews, I am so tempted, so very tempted. And I thought it would just be good to do a little bit more thinking and analysis, and looking at my own covers that I already own and love, and what do I really need, right? Like, honestly, I don't need anything, but what do I really want and will treasure over time if I am considering adding another cover to my collection, or are they really just nice to haves and maybe I could wait? Like every year, regardless if I buy Hobonichi or not, I have to say that I really do love the August Hobonichi previews. By the way, I do use Hobonichi weeks for my personal logging, so I have like a whole row of them, so that might continue no matter what. Um, but in terms of the previews, if you're a stationery lover, it's sort of like a sign in August, like planner season is coming, and Hobonichi just does such a good job of introducing their designs, the stories behind them, and ultimately, I think that's what happens like throughout the month as time goes on. You have your first impressions of the designs as they come out, but then you fall in love with the stories, the meaning behind things. And I am trying to tell myself that it is okay to enjoy all of that and appreciate all the beautiful designs, but it does not mean that I have to own it necessarily. And a lot of it has to do with my own learnings of the covers that I have bought, of the covers that I let go, and what do I truly love when I have done research on the covers as well. I need to remind myself that I go for like fabric and like leather material covers because they do last longer over time. And it seems like there isn't that issue of like glue or yellowing and that kind of stuff that might happen. The Mina Parhonen covers, for example, from years ago, they cost less because the inside used faux leather. But after years, that faux leather actually cracks and peels, and it's really sad because the Mina Perhonen textiles are so pretty. But you'll notice that now the Mina Perhonen covers use real leather. That's why they're so much more expensive as well. But with real leather, if you take care of it, it should not, peel off or crack. So I have to take into account the covers what they are made of, and I do scour like the product pages and read all the details that Hobonichi includes in their product pages. I don't know if everyone looks at that, but they do include all the detailed information of what things are made out of, and I want things that will last if I'm going to invest in a cover. So of course I am seduced by the cute designs and all of that kind of stuff, but at the same time, at the end of the day, when I make my decision, I think about the practicality parts as well. So, yeah, just lots of thoughts in my head. Let me know if you have thoughts on Hobonichi. What covers do you have? How many do you own? How long have you been using Hobonichi? Are you like a big fan or are you just now dabbling? Again, I am excited for the new 2027 lineup, but I have not made any decisions yet. I'm still thinking about it, and I would love to know what you think in the comments below. I am always up for talking about Hobonichi and stationary things. I will be back with a video talking through the Hobonichi previews because, yeah, I have lots of thoughts. So thank you so much for watching my video, and if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more stationary videos, please do subscribe to my channel. I wish you a lovely day, and until next time, bye!